G'day, my fellow media collectors. I'm Troy, and this is the Comic Book Movie Collector's Guide. And today, we're going to have my thoughts on the Thunderbolts movie that has just come out at the cinemas. Now, this is a little something different than I usually do. I've got a few things on in the next couple of weeks, so I can't do any regular videos. So I thought I would give you my rundown of the Thunderbolts that's just come out. I'll be off next week, and we'll be back up and running after that. So, Thunderbolts, wow. I tell you what, I am so surprised Marvel has finally come back. Believe the hype, believe what you hear. This movie is actually really good. I was very impressed indeed. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It really was a coming back to form, which, as we know, Marvel's sort of been floundering a little bit, lost their way, not really sure where they're going. But this one has purpose, has a bit of direction, and the end credit scene actually sets up the next movie, which that is good to see. They haven't really done anything like that for a little while. They haven't really sort of had a plan. So before I go any further, spoiler warning: if you are going to continue watching this, there are going to be spoilers. I've left this video to release now, giving everyone more than enough time to go see it. I do want to talk about the spoilers. If you haven't watched it, stop the video and then come back. Okay, the best way to put this movie is this is Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad. A bunch of ragtag semi-villains in some cases that have been joined together to make a team to come together and fight this otherworldly almost character. But the difference between this and the Suicide Squad is that this one actually accomplishes what the Suicide Squad wanted to do in their movie. These guys in Thunderbolts actually managed to pull it off. They do such a good job of character development. The movie is very character development as far as really delving into people's psyches and their stories and why they are where they are at. I found that really intriguing, and it gets you invested in the characters. It really does. It's definitely worth a watch in that sense that you've actually got some story, and the fact that you've built all these characters up in previous shows and movies, and then to bring them back and expand on that a bit more and really tell some good stories. And funnily enough, through the villain that you have in Void, you get to see them have their redemption over their stories and face their shortcomings and downfalls and all the things that have made them the characters that they are. I think that is fantastic, and it really suits the story. Then, of course, we have Sentry. They do a great job of introducing Sentry, of how he comes about. I think he looks good, and they do his character justice. He is a very unhinged character with a lot of problems, but super, super powerful. They do a really good job, and he looks pretty close, actually. I think they've done a great job with that. Also, the villain, Void, which is Sentry's other side, I think they did a good job of that, and it was different. It's not something we've seen before, where usually a Marvel movie, there is a big CGI battle at the end, big spectacular stuff. This time, there wasn't. This was very heartfelt and was very much on the emotional side of things than the action side of things. And Void is, the best way to describe it, I feel, is that because of his depression and the way he depicts it in the movie, it's very reminiscent of, I know someone who has depression, and they've told me what it's like, and it's literally a visualization of that. And they do such a good job of showing how people can help someone pull someone out of that depression. I think that is a really key point to this, is that they've put a bit of thought into it this time. They haven't just slapped something together, and I think hats off to them for pulling that off. They do a really good job. And of course, you gotta have a shout out. They all, I'm not, I don't want to select any one person, as they all do really great jobs here. Florence Plunge is great as Yelena, as always, but David Harbour as Red Guardian, he does steal the show at times, and he is some great humor when you need it in amongst it all. He does a great job with that. He does bring the laughs, but he also brings a bit of a humanity to it as well, as he's broken just like the rest of them, and he has a bit of a redemption story as well. They do a really good job of balancing it out for all the characters. Now, of course, let's get to a couple of the post-credit scenes. One, I think they kind of got these back to front actually, but the one with him on the Wheatie box trying to sell a lady, Red Guardians on the Wheatie box trying to sell someone Wheaties. That was funny. That was good. I think that should have ended it off. Just that nice little quip. But the final scene, which apparently is the longest post-credit scene we've ever had, running at about 2 minutes, is them at the Avengers Tower as the new Avengers, talking about how they're fighting it out with Sam Wilson for the copyright of Avengers, which I think was kind of funny. I'm not sure if I agree with the new Avengers. I started to feel, because they had US Agent and stuff, they could have been the West Coast Avengers, just a callback to comics, have the two Avenger teams. But obviously they'll come together under one banner when Doomsday happens. But we also get a preview of, yes, that's right, the Fantastic Four ship coming in hot and fast, which is ready for the next movie and sets it up and says that it's an interdimensional ship coming their way. So that leads into Fantastic Four and how they explain how they get to where they are. So yes, very keen to see that. Really excited. So yeah, look, this is just my quick take on it all, but definitely, you should definitely go out and check out this movie. Marvel is definitely got the train back on track, thank Christ. You really need to check it out. They do a really great job across the board. So yes, look, thanks for watching. Sorry I don't have my regular videos out, but as I say, life happens while you're busy making plans. So no video next week. I'll be off, and I will be back with my monthly collection update, and then hopefully everything will be back on track. I just need to take a couple of weeks off. So anyway, go out, check out Thunderbolts, or if you've seen it, let me know in the comments down below what you thought. I'd really love to hear what you thought of it. And yes, I will catch you next time.